it was loading the mobile site.
Oh no.
Yeah, disgusting.
That's terrible. Well,
So,
it's up now. It's up and running.
woohoo! All
Yeah.
right, let me get my fancy light. By light, I mean my cell phone.
That's your oh yeah. You were working on that last time.
Yep, and I was.
I'm using an H today. Feeling committee.
Ooh, look at you, saucy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect time for a train to go by.
What?
Yeah.
Perfect time for a train to go by. I just turned on my stream. It's awesome.
It's great. So, I get to pick this week. So what I thought we would do is redo video game covers. So I'm going to give you a choice. You can either copy the video game cover as best as you can, or you can make it better and in your own way, like how you think it should be. I'm going to give you a choice of 5, and you've got to pick one, and the one you pick is going to be for the both of us. Okay?
The one I pick.
Yep. The one you pick is going to be for the both of us. Because if I pick, I've already got stuff in my mind, and I'll blow it out of the water.
So I can't just pick a game off of my shelf and go to town.
No, I'm gonna present you covers right here. Okay. So I'm gonna start with this is out of 5, and these are original NES covers. We're gonna start with the first one. Okay. The original Mega Man.
One of the worst box
One
arts.
of the worst pieces of box art ever made.
Pointing the gun in the wrong direction all together.
Dude, look at his helmet.
He's doing a weird squat. That's a safety helmet.
Yep. Look at his piece between his legs. What's up with it?
Why the palm trees? Is he in Florida?
I think that's supposed to represent Woodman stage, because a lot of the times when they would hire these artists to do these covers back in the 80s, it was like, all right, here's a couple screenshots, now make it happen. And so like they wouldn't tell them anything about the actual game or actually let them play. And a lot of times these artists were only like given 2 weeks to do a whole piece.
Yeah.
So I think that's where this came to be.
I guess
so. This is option number 1.
He's got some pretty sweet ripples in his shirt.
Oh god, yeah. Look at that blending. I've seen better high school artwork. So this is option number 1 for us to draw. Now you can either choose to duplicate this or make it better. Okay. All right. So that's option 1. We're gonna go to option 2 now.
I already know you're gonna pick number 1. Period. Unless you have like 5 other Mega Man games.
I don't get
Blaster
to pick.
Master. I picked that one.
Oh, hang on. I got others. Okay.
Who doesn't like drawing tanks?
I get you. But some problems I think with this cover is like there's just, I mean, it's cool.
There's no tanks.
But like, yeah, but there's nothing. There's just like the alien in it. Like,
yeah. Well, really, I mean, if you look to the what he's standing on with his what would be his left leg, it's on the right side, and then to the actual left of the box above the Nintendo seal of quality is like just barely a screenshot of the game. And then they slapped that terrible artwork right on the front.
Yeah, and you can tell this is before the age of Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah. There's your game screenshot. Actually, like the background too behind Blaster Master.
It's cool.
That's a screenshot as well.
Yeah, it's just stretched.
Yeah.
But this is option number 2. So as a recap, option number 1 is redoing the original Mega Man. Option 2, Blaster Master. Option 3, I don't know if you're gonna want to redo, because God, that's an awesome cover. The original Dragon Warrior.
Yeah.
God, that's a good cover.
It's such a good cover.
Yeah, it could be made better.
I mean,
okay, but that
what's your definition of better? Because you could just turn it into a meme.
True.
You know what I mean? Like, it's so much better now.
Yeah, maybe we can modernize it. looking at this. So this is option number 3. We're gonna go to option number 4 now. Option number 4, terrible game, great box art, but we could duplicate or try to redo it.
Yeah, you can't redo that. It's really good.
King's Knight, God,
It's
is it good?
really good box art.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's
so good.
it's like the one that they didn't mess with when it came stateside.
Yeah,
like because
and
everybody was like, we have to turn this to the American market so that it looks more approachable towards our American sensibilities, and we
yeah, Americans aren't gonna like this
can't
anime
have
garbage.
cartoony animes on there. It's got to be a tough guy with a gun.
Yeah,
But there's no
what's
tough guys with guns in the game.
Yeah,
Doesn't matter.
no.
Tough guy with gun.
Yeah, so this is option 4. Option 5, it's arguable. Mega Man 2.
It's it's better. It's
better than
towards
1.
the subject matter because it has like actual villains in it that are in the game.
Yeah, and it kind of falls within this. I watched a documentary on the artist that did this cover, and it was exactly like I had just described. He only had like 2 weeks to make the art. He got like 10 screenshots of the game and was like, make it happen. So from what he could tell, he didn't know Mega Man's arm was the gun. So he just thought it was a little dude holding a gun.
Yeah. Similar to Mega Man 1. He's holding a gun in that too.
Yeah, look at Dr. Light over here. Creeping.
Yeah.
Crash Man and Quick Man. Like, when I was a kid, like, this just blew my freaking mind. I loved this artwork. I wanted to know more about the game. So I would say this is a good artwork, good piece of cover art, but like bad style.
Yeah. Well, just because it's not exactly, it's much closer than the first cover, but it's not it's not quite there yet.
Yeah. So option 5. Okay, just as a recap, option 5 for us to either copy or redo. Option 4, King's Knight.
Which you can't do. No one can.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Option 3, Dragon Warrior. Option 2, Blaster Master. Which, let me say, I know virtually nothing about. And option 1, the original Mega Man cover. God, that is so bad.
It's really awful.
It is so bad.
The problem with Mega Man is he's Mega Man. Like, you could just draw a Mega Man and that would be boom. That's the cover.
But I'm saying, like, you can push yourself and do your own style if you want.
Oh, okay.
But it doesn't have to be like, it's got to be anime Mega Man.
So you give him giant eyes.
Yeah, give him giant eyes and have eyelashes.
Are we gonna be doing the same one?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Man.
And you pick. I've supplied the games. You pick.
I have to pick
what we're gonna be doing. Yes.
Blaster Master, of course.
All right, so we're gonna go with Blaster Master. Now, are you going to try to duplicate the cover, or are you gonna do it in your own style?
I'm not even gonna do anything involving that cover at all because it's a terrible cover. It's a screenshot with a name on it and a creature.
Yeah.
The only artwork on there is the creature itself, and then that terrible digitized, like, what looks like a tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
But like,
I don't even know.
In the game, I guess you go in tunnels, but they have textures on them. They are caves. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Don't get me wrong, I still like that cover, but it's dumb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, okay, so we're gonna go with Blaster Master, and we're gonna redo the cover and make it better. Now, I've only played like maybe about a half hour of Blaster Master. I haven't played too much of it.
Enough to know what it is.
I know there's a person you can walk around and shoot things. I know there's like aliens, and I know there's a tank. So I'm gonna be kind of in the same situation as Homeboy here. So yeah.
But the best parts of the game aren't even represented on the cover. That's the problem with that cover.
Yeah.
Like literally nothing.
So if you want to bring up like on your computer or something, some way to keep an eye on it, or you just want to draw it out of your head, that's cool. But we're gonna have at it. And today I actually have my tools. I'm gonna be working with the Stedler lead holder for my drawing pencil. Look at this thing, fancy. So you good, Trevo?
Yeah, that's really nice. What number is that?
So this is it's got HB lead in it. And you can get sharpeners for them, but I don't like using a sharpener for it. I kind of like the blunt end that eventually comes to be, because when you draw with the blunt end, it makes you relax more when you draw. So yeah, let's do this, right? I've got my inks today.
Sorry, I had to mute my mic for a minute. The dogs are going bananas. Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. This is different.
Yeah. I'm gonna act like I had planned this all out from the get-go. But literally when you told me it was my turn, it was like the only thing I could think of at the moment.
Let's see. What am I doing? I'm gonna do a thing. Simple.
Yep.
Because it's a cover, right?
Yeah, it's a cover. So we're gonna make a better cover than this. That is the goal. So I'm gonna try to use a little bit of perspective with this. And I am, I always struggle with drawing anything that's not people in perspective, which is weird. I know. Don't judge me on it.
I feel like not people are easier because it's just an object. I don't know. That's weird to me.
It's strange to a lot of people. You're not the only one. My eraser.
You already done goofed?
Oh, dude. You have begun to see. But I have an idea of what I'm going to do, and I think it's going to come out pretty cool. I'm going to start out, though, with the tank.
Yeah, me too. That's the best part. Like, why wouldn't you?
It's the coolest part of Blaster Master.
Yeah. And it's such a simple design that makes it great.
Yeah. Let me get the tank going. I get those tank treads. I don't even remember if tank has
treads. What are you doing?
Don't tell me, because again, I've only played like, I've only played like 30 minutes of the game. So again, I'm gonna fall victim.
Yep.
I'm gonna fall victim to this.
You are pretty hard right now.
Yeah, so don't tell me when I screw up.
This is like not muscular Chung-Li from the other night.
Yeah. To hell with you.
It's just as bad.
I'm a professional.
Reimagined, right? Reimagined. Try not to judge. Reimagined.
I teach your kids.
It's a me, a Rocco.
Woohoo! We're going to learn a bit about tanks. Am I the only one that thinks like the bomb stage from Mario 64 is like the best piece of Mario music ever? That whole like dun 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 dun.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Dude. I love Mario music, don't get me wrong, but Oh god, we're doing great. We're starting off well.
Yeah, I've got the outline of my tank.
My tank looks like Cubert.
Your tank looks like a tank. Like just a regular army military tank.
I'm gonna sci-fi it up.
Mine looks like it's from the future and it's ready to do some sweet jumps.
Oh god.
Yeah, the tank jumps.
You know,
That's a thing that it does.
don't tell me. Again, I'm going into it blind. I want to go into it completely blind. I think we could, from this experiment, all forgive the Mega Man 1 cover box art artist, being that we're currently going through it.
I mean, I feel like through history he's been ripped on enough.
Yep. Speaking of rip,
Are you doing something awesome?
that was passing gas.
Oh, that's not awesome.
Well, for me it is. Gift. Oh, I don't know anything about tanks.
You
Other
really don't
than,
have to, honestly.
I mean, other than like they have a tread and there's a cannon. So I've got my tank all drawn out.
I don't like this head at all. I'm gonna start over. I'm gonna make a motorcycle helmet, and then I'm just gonna fill in the gap to make it look like I want it to look. Because whatever it was that I just drew was terrible. Okay.
I don't know why my guy has turned into Phoenix Wright. Let me lower this a little bit so you can see. Like, for some reason, I made like him pointing. I'm gonna get rid of that. I think. I'm holding a gut. Ooh, I got a better idea for a body position.
You did say this was a cover, right? You're
Yeah.
making the cover, so it doesn't necessarily have to be
Don't say
like so
good.
my guy is gonna be like in the foreground and the tank in the background.
That's
So
cool.
it's not
However
gonna
you
be
want to
like
do it.
super proportioned.
That's fine
Okay.
because it's a cover. I mean, look at this thing. Is that proportioned?
No.
Not at all. Not at all. So, all right. I want him to look very heroic. But I got an idea. I do a little bit of what I did earlier today.
Using your own lessons.
No. Using a body position I used earlier today. Again, I know virtually nothing about Blaster Master, so
he's pink.
Don't spoil it. You're not supposed to tell me.
It's pink and white.
Like, hey, don't tell me this thing I could die. Hey, by the way. Remind me to never tell you about like a surprise birthday party for anybody.
I'll tell everybody.
Yeah, I know.
Literally everyone.
Hey!
Guys, you'll never hear about this surprise birthday party I heard about.
Rocco's throwing it. He told me not to tell anybody. Crap.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I guess I did it anyway.
This is what good friends do. Not sure what's up with those fingers.
I really want to like take some liberties and give him a leather jacket. For no reason.
You could have tricked me and said, "Dude, make sure you get the leather jacket."
I mean, he's already got the spaceman / biker helmet. I mean, take the next step, right?
I guess, yeah.
I guess. Yeah, fuck it. It's happening. Look, it's happening. can't stop it now.
Oh. So, if you're wondering what the heck, like if you've just joined us and you're wondering what the heck we're doing, we're redoing the cover to Blaster Master this week. I gave Travo a choice of 5 old terrible, well, not necessarily terrible,
not terrible,
but 5 old video game covers to redo, and this is what he chose. So when he messes up, you guys can tell him, like, done that yourself.
The I don't remember their name now, but the person that joined our Discord started posting their art. It was like really fantastic.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen some good stuff on our Discord already. You know what? Screw it. I'm giving him a leather jacket.
Oh, this looks good, dude. Why does your guy? Oh my god! I just looked.
Don't tell me.
I just looked up. What is with that curly Q thing on his helmet?
I don't know. I'm just going off of the graphics and what I can remember.
If you put one more, he would just look like the Tick with a gun.
I haven't put his eyes yet, so.
I'm gonna do something weird. I don't know. With his arm. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Never mind. That leather jacket is now spandex.
It's gonna happen very quickly.
I love that when I get students at work, they have this like grand idea, and I'm thinking in my head like, hey, maybe you should like, I don't know, tone that down a little bit. No, it's gonna be amazing. They're like, Rocco, it's gonna be. Well, they don't say Rocco, but you know, they tell me like
Mr. Teacher.
Yeah, Mr. Teacher, it's gonna be amazing. And I'm like, okay, all right, you just do your thing. And then like they overcommit, and then it ends up being not what they expect, and so they do things to try to make up for their shortcomings. Like, yeah, I meant the grass to not be there because it represents like the emptiness in my soul. Like the emptiness of the ground. And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't really work for me. It's still garbage. Screw it, I'm giving him robot fingers.
Did you say you're giving him robot fingers?
Yep, he's getting robot fingers.
I mean, okay. Why not? This is a reimagining, after all. We're gonna be just as bad as those covers originally were.
Yeah.
Like, why does Mega Man have a blaster? I don't know.
They can like Flash Gordon ray gun.
I mean, that's not that far off, honestly. Yeah. Not that far off.
Get
It
a
really
little
isn't.
like needless place for the clip here in the gun. Wow, he is. I'm ready to buy this game. When is this game coming out? Sold.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, yours is looking great, man. Are you doing the abs?
No, actually, this is
Oh.
his weird gun. It's in his pants because he's edgy. He wears a motorcycle helmet in space. So obviously he would carry his weapon in his belt in front of his crotch because that's how he rolls.
Oh god. This is the best but worst idea I think I've ever had.
It's pretty great.
See, I didn't think you were gonna. I didn't think it was gonna fly with you. I didn't think you were gonna be okay with it.
No, I took to it quick, real quick.
Yeah.
So let's see here. It's gonna need a Blaster Master belt, which is just a regular belt, except white.
I feel like I can make ray gun more complicated. Oh yeah. Get some 50s ray gun vibes going. I am
50s
loving
ray
this.
guns are
Look at
probably
that
the
thing.
best ray guns, honestly.
Oh, dude, I love. Well, I think we've had this conversation, but I love Art Deco.
I am really glad that we changed very quickly changed the idea of make them better to just change them. Because arguably these are not better.
Oh, mine's better. Already, like look at the difference. Mine is far superior.
Right, but we judged the previous ones based on their irrelevance of the actual game. And that's
And
kind of
your
what
point is
ours turned into as well.
Still waiting to hear the point.
I guess that is the point.
The council has decided that your point is denied. My cat just almost made me crap myself.
Surprise.
Yeah, you could say that. He's really good at jumping on the back of my chair. I don't know. Oh.
Mm.
I think we need like rockets back here. Yeah. Oh, yes. I
You
like where I'm going with this. With the fire in the
the
back, like,
fire, yeah.
yeah, I've
That's
linked
actually
like,
pretty great.
yeah, dude, I've linked the tank and his like sad backstory together. They burnt down my homeworld. I'm gonna burn down their leader. Blaster
This
Master
is
Radar.
this is coming out way better than I was expecting. Both of them, because like
Yeah.
it literally yours looks like a 50s serial, where why is it a real tank? Like it's like Buzz Aldrin or something. I don't know. Like your ray gun and oh my gosh.
Buzz Aldrin stars in an epic thriller.
I felt like I was taking a liberty with a leather jacket, and you're like, nah, I'm putting a Rocketeer jacket on this guy.
Dude, you got it. You
Yeah,
got
of
it.
course I got it.
Dude, the Rocketeer bomber.
Yeah.
Like, okay. So I got, oh man, I'm on a roll with this. All right, so I gotta have like the big claw, and I'm gonna move this down so everyone can see. But I've gotta have like the big claw here of like, because again, I don't know what that monster on the box is.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. It's kind of unimportant.
I'm sure. I'm sure it's just like a regular bad guy, but they're like, that thing looks wicked. Americans will love it. Throw it on the box.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure that's what happened.
And I get where I want the head.
Man, I'm almost ready for color.
Already?
Mine's gonna be really simple. Yeah.
Dude, you are like killing it today.
Let me see here.
I don't think I'm doing color today.
No?
I got,
We're
no,
gonna we're gonna sail through this
I got my ink kit.
drawing then.
No, I
Oh,
got my
your
ink kit.
inks.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do my thing where I mostly stick with black and white. Getting this alien in there. Sure.
You're actually gonna put the alien in?
Yeah, dude, he's in the background.
Dude, I'm not. I'm gonna keep it. I'm trying to keep it like as much like the Mega Man 1 box art,
Oh,
but
snap.
with more relevant subject matter. Like there's some the level in the background, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, Mega Man up front. I'm thinking that kind of thing where this whole plateau that the the tank is driving up, because it's a thing that happens in the game. I'm gonna color
Mm.
this in and make it like really good, hopefully.
Oh, you will. I have faith in
Your faith in your friends is yours.
you.
Let's see.
Maybe I could do like an open. Yeah, it looks like rabbit.
I'm thinking that like he needs like a Darth Vader style
Mm-hmm.
like mechanism on his spaceman suit.
Dude, you got to put the chest panel with the buttons, man.
Well, I don't know that he has them. It was 8-bit after all.
I would still.
You would still put them. How about
I
if I
would
put
still
them
put
off
them.
to the side so that they're
That's cool.
somewhat concealed?
Seal don't feel.
I don't know. Or maybe you just really need your alligator pockets in space. I just feel like his chest is really plain here. That's all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't. I'm telling you, chest panel with buttons inside the jacket, man. I think it'd look good. I'm gonna fix the gun.
What's wrong with it?
The perspective on the front end is bothering me. When in doubt, sit out. Well, if it doesn't look right, go back and change. Down here at the bottom, I could put like. Are we gonna put a title card? Travo, did I lose you?
I'm here.
Are we gonna put a title card?
Title card?
Like the words Blaster Master, like their logo.
Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna put mine like right, probably like somewhere in here. I haven't decided exactly yet. Trying to decide what kind of title card. I'm trying to decide if I want to go with like the traditional one or the new one that looks pretty cool, the Bomberman Zero series. And it's like a blue fade to black, fade to red type thing.
Mm-hmm. That's cool. That's gonna be hard to do.
You think?
Yeah, I mean, you could handle it. It's got like a gradient, right?
Yeah. But I mean, it's fade to black though. I guess. Like, well, I would have to just do it in pencil, the fade part. I wouldn't be able to use colored for that. But I
Mm-hmm.
could do. I don't know. I think I'll just go with the regular one simply because that's what this is based off of. Blaster Master Zero is like the anime Blaster Master game
Mm-hmm.
where they took their own set of liberties. It's not just pink guy anymore. He's red and white instead of pink and white. Terrible. I'll fix it when I ink it.
What?
Remind me to fatten up the L when I'm inking.
All right, don't forget.
I'm gonna too. I messed that up bad.
Hey, you're not the only one, man. Looking rough. Well, I got my logo in there.
It's really hard to like draw a proportion to S.
Yeah. Well, the trick is this.
Oh, I got a great idea though. Suddenly, I don't want to draw a proportioned S. I got a great idea.
Wait, you draw an S, then you draw a bigger S, and then consummate V's. I miss Strong Bad. Well, I guess now they're making cartoons and stuff again on YouTube now.
Are they really?
Yeah, dude. They do puppet ones too. And those are really funny. All right, I'm gonna start inking.
Yeah, this one's going quick.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, we have spent 45 minutes.
That's pretty fast for me, at least.
Well, you're gonna notice something that my workmate who draws with me that he noticed since he started drawing with me is he's gotten like really fast at drawing.
I feel like you have to keep up, because like half the time I try to like fix things, and it takes
Yeah.
me so long because I'm constantly fixing things.
Where's my straight edge? No.
Silly me.
Made the that can't be good because you made the Captain America death sound from the Genesis game.
Yeah.
No.
I skipped a letter.
Oh God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one? Which one?
Uh, the T. Skipped it entirely.
Blassa Massa.
It
It sounds so horrible.
does.
Now that I've mentioned Captain America from that arcade game, all I can think about now is like the line from that.
It is pretty great.
Pretty great. It's freaking awesome. I am missing a pen. Don't tell me I left it on my desk. Oh! All right, I have a substitute.
How's that so far?
Let me say. Looking pretty good. Is that chin down, eyes up, I see?
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be good.
And I got a middle school S in there too. Did you even
Oh,
notice?
God.
It's perfect.
I remember in elementary, like, thinking I was the coolest person ever because I could do that.
Because you could draw the...
Do the S.
Do the S.
Like, you'd tell people, like, hey, man, can you do the S? Like,
Can you
what
do
are
the
you
S?
talking about? Yeah, of course I could do it. Then you go, all right, man, why don't you do it then?
Let's
And
see
then they
it.
don't. And then you call them out.
Let's see your S.
Yeah. See if your S is legit.
Feel like I should really have a ruler. So I have even
I'm
letters.
I'm using this thing. I forgot the name of it, but I always call it the artist helper.
Oh, it looks like a credit card.
Yeah, and it fits in a credit card slot, but it helps you with like curves and things. You can get pretty much any curve out of this thing, and it helps keep things straight and nice and even. Um, very, very useful. Is my Blaster Master giving off a Captain Kirk vibe?
No.
No.
No. Was that what you were going for?
Yeah, like the
Captain
smug, like
Kirk doesn't use a ray rifle.
no, but like the smug, like I'm always perfect.
I guess so. It's not fat enough.
I have so many things I could say right now that I'm
I
not.
keep messing up my middle school S. That's why it's a challenge.
No.
There we go. That's all right, I guess. Wonder why they named it that.
Blaster Master?
Yeah.
I'm sure in Japan it was called something like Kakuto Kojin Psycho no Jutsu something something, and then like they were like, so what are we gonna call it so the Americans can deal with it? And then they were like, quick flip open the dictionary. What's a synonym for like gunshot or blast? Wait a minute, I like that blast. Okay, blaster. All right, what else? Let's watch something. All right, Dungeons and Dragons. All right, Blaster Master. There we go.
Dungeon Master.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know Sega had issues because Sega of Japan and Sega of America were like always at each
Well,
other's throats based on what they thought would sell back in the day. But I don't know if
mhm.
Nintendo had the same scenario. Like, was there a
I'm
Nintendo of
sure.
America back then?
Yeah, there was always a Nintendo of America. I'm sure it was not all like roses and chocolate candies. Um, but Nintendo is very hush hush about internal things.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's something we're ever gonna find out, you know.
Time for pins.
Oh, look at you go.
How do you like my
By the way,
lettering?
I adore it. It is far superior to mine. I may steal it.
The lettering?
Yes.
I was thinking box cover, so I tried to keep it into a I don't know, 16 by 9 aspect ratio or whatever. I don't know. What shape is a box in? Nintendo box.
It's pretty much
So like I
16
cut
by
it, you know what I mean? Like keep it within
9.
those confines.
Mm-hmm.
Might actually, you know what? It's a little not traditional, but I'm gonna cut up the jet a little bit on the bottom. Feel like they had to make it that way because of pixel limitations. I don't have those limitations, so I can do whatever.
Remember, in the words of Bob Ross, it's your world. Whatever you want.
You just broke up.
I said, it's your world. You can make it whatever you want.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful thing about art. For the most part, it's cheap and free.
Yeah, this is a whole lot of entertainment for not a lot of money.
Oh my god, I'm going too far with this.
His
I
face
put a
looks
big
really good, dude.
I put
His
a B
face.
logo on his chest.
You get not only that, not only the B, but the like you've got the cleft chin. He's looking
Yep.
awfully manly with his ray gun.
He's got to. Remember, he's in space and I'm gonna put an American flag on his chest.
It's not
he's
made
gonna
by
promote it.
Americans.
He's gonna promote American values anyway. Oh my god, he's looking great. I'm loving what you're doing with the helmet. Hurt me more, Snake. Hurt me more. Did I lose you?
Oh, sorry.
Travo?
The dog's freaked out again.
Oh.
Sorry. I was going for like motorcycle helmet / Power Ranger.
It looks like Gray Fox.
Gray Fox.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Gray Fox. Into Barland. Metal Gear. Yeah, I'm going to use a standard ruler. And don't ask me what Valak is. I have no idea.
Okay.
You know how sometimes you get rulers or office supplies in your house and you have like no idea what
They just show
doctor's
up.
office. Yeah, yeah. Or what doctor's office gave that to you for free. So, what's everyone's opinions on Batman Forever? That's what I'm curious on. I'm curious about. I know it's random.
I feel like the opinions already exist. and everyone knows them. It's
Well,
bad.
what's
It's you might call it Bad Man.
okay? Okay, so it's awful.
It's no Michael Keaton.
Well, of course, nothing touches Michael.
Move your mic slightly closer to your face.
I said nothing touches Michael Keaton.
It's true. Nothing does.
Dude, I'm pumped for him to be Batman again.
If it happens.
Supposedly he's got the contract signed and all that stuff.
And I hope so. I wonder what they do with it, because he's like really old.
Make him probably make him some jaded old man or something.
That would be. I mean, that kind of already exists. I don't know. I mean, on one hand, I'm like, man, that would be great. On the other hand, I'm like, eh.
Yeah. Michelle Pfeiffer said publicly she'd be willing to be Catwoman again.
Um,
Be
that
kind of cool.
I don't know. I don't. What do they look like these days? Is it
I
bad?
mean, I haven't really looked up pictures of Michelle Pfeiffer in a week or two, so I have no idea.
A week or two.
It's third week of the month I do that.
A lot can happen in those 3 weeks.
You never know.
I mean, they could just come back as like a psychiatrist on the sidelines or something.
Well, I mean, old versions of themselves, I think would be kind of cool. I think that's what everybody wants, you know? Like, you gotta think who the buyers are
Yeah,
for movie things. It's people our age. Like, we're the buyers.
nostalgia.
Yeah. So they gotta cater to us and our needs. Just like, back in the day, it was our parents. Did I mention how much I really hate drawing the tank?
You hate drawing the tank?
I hate drawing it.
Why? Is it because of all the straight lines?
Yes.
At least you got assistance, man. None of
What?
my
You don't have a ruler?
none of my letters are like even at all. No, I don't. But I really need to get one because I seem to draw letters a lot.
What you should get is a stencil. That would be kind of cool. And then you could just stencil the letters.
But stencils, you kind of have to go with whatever, letter font they give you.
Yeah.
And whatever size for that matter. Like, oh, I want to put bigger letters here, but I've only got the 22. I needed the 28.
That's true. So my daughter and I, we watched the newer Jumanji movies
Mm-hmm.
over the past couple days, and I went into them thinking these are gonna be horrible because nothing's gonna touch the Robin Williams Jumanji. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And I was completely wrong. Those movies are fantastic.
I haven't seen them, but
You should see them.
I'm of the opinion that I don't want to.
That's what I thought.
Like if I was gonna watch a Jack Black movie, it would be Tropic Thunder.
Jack Black, I mean, he obviously stars in it, but he is not the main focus of it.
Yeah, I would assume The
And
Rock
he's,
is.
yeah, but they're not playing them, which is like the best way I can explain it. It is pretty much an isekai. That's what they are.
I know. I know the premise.
It's good though. It's like it's so good. I couldn't believe it.
Need some kind of brown. There it is. And I think that's pink.
Oh, you're already adding color?
Yeah. Mine was pretty simple. Mad Mike said the new Jumanjis are better. He must be
Uh,
trying to get under my skin.
I think he speaks the truth, man. I think he speaks the truth.
You think so? That good?
I do. They are that good, man. They are fun. Like for a long time, I've been asking myself, like, where are the fun, like kind of family romp movies? You know what I mean? Like movies everyone in the family enjoys. Like maybe there's a little bit of a life lesson in it, but like nothing's pushed on you, and there's no like superhero drama. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And this is that. I was like, yes, this is what I've been like craving for a while now. And it's kind of crazy for me to say, as much as I love Peter Pan and Hook. Um, but
Is there a line in it that says what year is it?
no,
That's sad.
no. And in fact, it is technically a continuation of the first one. So, they put a reference to it, make a reference to the first one, which is a good one. Like
A
a good
good
reference.
reference, you mean?
Yeah, good reference. Sorry. But I'm usually not a big fan of The Rock at all.
Because he has all these like B movies that people go see.
Yeah, but
It's
like
hard to escape that thought
also
process.
the name, like it can get a little annoying.
Well, the funny thing is I'm actually a fan. I really like him as a person, as a not so much as an actor, but he's like just a genuine guy, which is amazing. But I'm just not a big fan of the movies that he ends up being in.
Mm. I would say give those Jumanji movies a good go. Give them a proper go. I think you'll like them.
Had to fix my paper. I always forget every single time to erase my pencil. And as soon as I started drawing the grass, I remembered.
Oh God, you've got grass in yours?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Of course.
I have so much catching up to do.
It's gonna take me a hot minute.
As I'm doing this logo, I start thinking of the Metallica song "Master of Puppets," like going on in my head.
Why?
As I'm writing the word "master," and all I can think of is
that's all you
James
got.
Hetfield going "Master, Master."
Were those dreams that I've been after?
Remember when they were good?
I do remember that.
I remember.
I remember that.
I remember. You remember?
Really long time ago. Honestly, like, I think I just, over the years, it's not even that they got worse. I don't know if they did or not. I have no idea. I just grew out of them and I started when I found other things to listen to. Because there's a lot out there.
There certainly is. Like The Cure.
Yeah, dude, I love The Cure.
Oh,
They're the best. They're the best.
Boys don't cry. I love it.
Again and again and again.
Dude, every time I go through a breakup, I got pictures of you playing.
That's terrible. Dude, my favorite song that they do is Spider-Man.
Really?
Yeah, it's the best one. The lullaby song.
Yeah.
Spider-Man calls. It's so good.
Oh, I thought it was the part where he's like, "The Spider-Man is having you for dinner tonight."
that's like,
it's the same song, right?
Yes, it is. But he eases into that, right?
Yeah.
Like, because it's supposed to be a lullaby.
Yeah. It's interesting how he does it because, like, when you hear the song, you feel the spider crawling.
It's
like, because of the way he sings it.
Well, not only that, like, because it's so hard to describe unless you've heard it, obviously. But like, it's hold on, dog. It's this scenario where it's like constantly thumping forward, right? Like it's doom 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 like it's just it's a progression just forward with each note, and his lyrics, it literally just sounds like he's creeping up with like his hands bent like a rabbit, like sneaking through your room.
Yeah.
So good. Spider-Man is having you for dinner.
Yeah. Oh man. One of my favorite animated GIFs that I send people is like I how did I already forget the lead singer of Robert Smith. I send
Robert
like a
Smith,
gif
yeah.
of, yeah, I send a gif of Robert Smith dancing a lot of times to people.
Just cause
Yeah, just
he
cause.
doesn't dance.
Oh yes, he does,
Oh
good
my
sir.
god, oh my god.
See, now you're gonna make me go find my
Dude,
phone.
one of my favorite episodes of South Park has Robert Smith in it.
That
So good. It's
was
one
from
of
like
the
season one.
Yeah, it's one of the, I was gonna say it's one of the really early ones.
Yeah, man.
Like battling Barbara Streisand mecha.
Yeah, yeah.
So good.
Robert Smith shows up and turns into Mon Mothra.
Robert Smith, Robert Smith.
Oh, we're old.
Yeah. It's like what is that, 20 years old at this
Dude,
point?
that's over 20 years ago.
Oh my god. It's disturbing.
Yeah.
To say the least.
All right, it's looking a little better now that I got the tank treads on there. Look at them tank treads.
It's still really funny to me that there's tank treads.
And a bomber jacket.
Well, the bomber jacket makes sense. Kind
You
of.
wait till I get you wait till I get to that alien.
Because it could be like a bomber jacket. It could be like, he's a pilot of a tank. You know, that makes sense in a way.
Yeah. I like how when your dog barks, like it's like Wayne's World. Game on!
Game on!
Car!
Exactly what's happening. People are getting home now, so they're waking out.
Yeah. Oh, dude, let him bark, man. I don't think anyone's gonna care about your dogs barking.
I would. I'd be like, turn off that stream. Or next, click.
Car. There we go. So, getting my alien on here. Your dogs finish barking, Trevo?
Yeah, I'm over here talking to myself. Apparently,
Oh.
I was saying words and I forgot that I muted the mic. Um,
Oh.
so what I was saying is I'm gonna blow your mind when I start coloring in my guy in my tank. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is
Fair
this?
enough.
You never know what something's gonna turn into. I certainly didn't think 50% of my picture was going to be brown. until I got here, and then I'm like, oh, I have to fill this in with something. There's a lot of dead space here.
Well, I don't mean to quote The Hobbit or Lord of the Rings, but that's the thing about getting up. Getting up in the morning, you never know where your feet will take you that day. And I feel like art is like that.
It's a fair assessment, actually.
You start the drawing thinking you're going to do one thing, and then by the end of it, it's completely different. And you've either ruined it or you've made it work really well.
Well, hopefully this is good enough. Passable, even.
Yeah.
Gotta sharpen my pencil a bit.
So if anyone in chat has ideas for us to draw something next week, feel free to put it in. The only reason we come up with the ideas is because no one's really suggested anything. So if you have suggestions for us to draw something next week, by all means, let us know. Maybe you've got like a little baby coming on the way, and you're looking for some artwork for the baby's wall. May I suggest Blaster Master? this monster will greet your child in the new world well.
Your monster is actually pretty great, honestly. Like, you have so much going on in your picture. It
Oh,
looks
thank
like,
you.
you know what it looks like? It looks like it looks like if Ganon were like in the background of a Zelda picture, and like somebody like photoshopped him in there, like or like a Bowser.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
All right, I can't wait anymore.
What are you doing?
I was gonna wait until I did the letters, but I really want to color in my guy.
Oh, you giving in already?
I am.
Gotta save the best for last.
The best for
Who's
last.
who sung that? What was her name?
I don't fucking know.
Is it Janet Jackson? Mariah Carey, maybe? I don't remember. All I know is the snow needs to be coming down like right now.
What are you talking about?
It where I live, we're supposed to get hit pretty hard by a nor'easter.
Oh.
Yeah, man. It snowed a couple days ago pretty well. I built a 5'2" snowman.
I I still have not done that because where we are, not enough snow exists for that kind.
Really?
Like we've barely got any.
See, I would think where you live, it would be the opposite.
Yeah, it's weird. I was expecting like tons.
So looks like I'm getting the claws in now. And then I'm going to start doing, like, once I get these, like, broad details pinned in, I'm going to start doing, like, the super fine stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to start adding texture to it. That's kind of like that's my little specialty with pens, with inks. I can do really cool textures with them, which is why I love working with them.
Yeah, I think I need to get myself a set.
I thought you had a set of ink
Not,
pens.
no. Just, not of, colored ink pens, no.
Oh, I don't have any colored ink pens. I just have
Oh,
black and white. Yeah, this is just black and white.
gotcha. I was thinking you were talking about, like, the markers you had.
Oh, no. I am terrible with marker, believe it or not. I struggle with it
Every day.
every day. All
My
right.
my pink pencil is like really rough, and I don't know why. None of my other colored pencils are like this, but it's like at one point it kind of poked a hole, and I managed to realize what it was happening, but that's something
Did
wacky with this pink pencil.
you feed the mouse cheese?
What
Nothing, I'm just being stupid.
does that even mean?
I used to tell kids that when I would teach computers, they'd be like, Mister, my computer's not working. I go, feed the mouse cheese? What? Like, yeah, you got to feed the mouse a piece of cheese in order for it to work. I had one kid ask where to put the cheese in that. I'm not worried about America at all.
Where do I put the cheese?
Where does it go? That's my student voice in my head. Mister, what do I do?
Go away, quit, kid, and quit bothering me.
Yeah, go away. I'm collecting a check over here. Nah, I wouldn't do that. Mister, how do I breathe and do things at the same time? Oh yeah,
Let me
that
see.
texture's looking cool.
On yours?
Yeah. Look right here. Well, let me point it down and over.
Oh yeah, the lines.
Mm-hmm. It's all about them lines.
almost forgot to color in next to the E. Whoops.
With all this like awkward silence between us, I feel like that part in Mrs. Doubtfire where like that like Mr. Wizard spinoff is like a carnosaur is a meat eater.
I honestly don't remember that. It's been a really long time since I watched that movie.
What? Well, then again, I mean, I guess it's understandable. You don't have kids.
Yeah, you're talking about all these kid movies, fucking Jumanji and shit.
I know. Well, you wait, man.
You're like, it's not so bad when you got kids and you got no choice.
It really isn't that bad. I really enjoy having kids. I actually love it. My favorite part of my life.
Good. Live with the consequence.
You did that yourself. So, if you're just joining us, we are redoing the covers of. We're redoing the cover of the original Blaster Master, which is right here. We're redoing that, and we're making it better.
Better is certainly a word.
And if you want to join us and you want to try to do it yourself for anybody watching, do it yourself and like draw along with us when we do these streams and put it on our Discord. And we'll give you some feedback if you want like art critique or if you don't want any judgment at all, that's fine. Just share it out, put yourself out there. Have some fun with it,
Yeah. We can clearly see what I draw like.
Oh, dude, you got the shimmer in the visor.
The best part about the entire picture is the shimmer in the visor.
I love the shimmer.
And I planned that from the get. I planned it from the start.
Sneaky snide bastard.
I drew it in with pencil to make sure I didn't forget to do it.
Yeah. Oh, the worst part is like if I do like a reflection or a shimmer and then I'm like, it just doesn't look right. And then I'll like color over it on purpose and then regret it immediately after. I've done that so many times.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
I thought you were gonna be like, so you like being a dad? Good. Don't submit us to your daddom.
I wouldn't do that. Dead.
Yeah. I am really liking how these scales came out. They came out so cool looking. Let me hold these like close to the camera so you guys can see.
Now you just gotta ink it and make sure it comes out.
I am inking it.
But you've barely started. You got a lot of pencil in there.
Well, I got to erase it after I ink. Dude, this cover feels so 90s. I'm loving it.
90s version of the 50s.
So great. Oh God, it's looking so cool.
I'm like pushing so hard on my paper, it's starting to fold.
Yeah. So did you ever beat Blaster Master?
No.
How far did you get?
I don't know. It's hard to say. It was years ago that I played it. I play it on and off today, but I usually only get like 2 stages in, and then I move on to the next game.
Yeah.
Have a habit of that.
I do too. And I think what it is the lack of limitation.
Oh yeah, there's too many options.
Yeah, because we have so many options, I feel like nowadays we're not focused on like a particular game, so we don't have like that intimate relationship with a game when we buy it. It's like, all right, we got this. We played it for 2 weeks. We beat it. We got our high. Now, what's the next high?
For me, I mean, I'm really into retro stuff, so it's hard to it's hard to not just want to play everything all the time.
Yeah, trying to chase that specific feeling that you felt maybe the first time you went through it years ago.
Yeah, I still play the same games over and over and over again, and then I occasionally will play a new one because I heard it's good, and then I'm like, well,
Just quit
that
two
was
hours in.
fun. That was fun. Yeah, sometimes I'll play it like um, I'll play for hours. Like played Persona 5 for 4 hours, 4.5 hours one night. And I'm like, man, this game is as good as everybody says it is. Haven't played it since.
Mm-hmm.
It's been like 2 weeks.
Yeah, that game is so good. I had to force myself to turn it back on because I was like, I don't want to waste the money. Um, that I spent on the game because those Atlas games are not cheap. Uh, so I like forced myself to turn it back on and like continue,
Well,
even though I had like
five is the newer one.
yeah, that's the one I forced myself to do. So I was like, everyone's ranting and raving about this game. There's got to be a reason for it.
Tell you what though, I'm like so addicted to Immortals Phoenix Rising.
See, I'm not like I bought it and I was like, I love this. This is like Breath of the Wild, and then like I'm finding myself not playing it, and I don't know why.
Because it's like Breath of the Wild, and Breath of the Wild takes up an extraordinary amount of time. And so does this game, I can assure you.
Oh, I'm sure. I did you pick the male or the female
Female.
avatar? I picked the male.
Maybe that's why. I don't actually know. I
Maybe.
never played the male one.
I feel like the voice acting in it is kind of me.
I love Zeus and
oh, they're great.
they're so
Yeah,
good. They're fantastic, in fact. Like they
they
are the reason I keep pushing forward because I want to hear the next dumb shit Zeus says to Prometheus. He would never listen. You never gave him a chance. And just they're great characters.
yeah. But I feel like, are they, maybe they are just great and written great. It just feels like when I play that game, it feels like it was in a boardroom and all the boxes were checked. You know?
Um, well, that's why I keep calling it a Breath of the Wild clone because literally everything that's in Breath of the Wild is in that game.
Yeah.
But the difference is Breath of the Wild did it first, right? They weren't the first open world game, obviously.
Yeah.
But they were the first to kind of do the
Figure it out
explore and
yourself.
find things for yourself type thing. And
Yeah.
instead of doing the typical Ubisoft thing of, have 1,000 things on the map, uh, like every other open world does. You had to find those things, or at the very least, like use your telescope thingy and find them in a distance. Well, this game does that. It usually, unless it's like a main story beat, you have to find the stuff yourself. Whether you stumble across it or you use your binocular thingies and Icarus vision or whatever and zoom in. That's not what it's called. I'm just making shit up, but you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the dungeons are way, way better in my opinion. They're fantastic. Especially the four main boss dungeons, because it's like I said, it's a really good Breath of the Wild clone. Like it did the four main boss things again, just like Breath of the Wild thing did. And but where
Mm-hmm.
the Breath of the Wild like changed, they added a couple of extra brown to the boss dungeons, and then a couple of eyes. Like this game, like takes the boss dungeons like to the next level in terms of like the detail that they add, because it does it like I'm telling you, like everything that's there is a clone. They just do it exponentially better. Oh man,
What?
Koibi. I don't know how to say that name. Just followed us. Thank you so much for that.
Sweet.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
Oh man. One more step forward.
One step forward and two steps back.
Towards
Suddenly an
reaching our goal.
unsubscribe.
Yeah, yeah. Corey Hobby just unsubscribed or unfollowed. Said, "What was I thinking? I changed my freaking mind, you losers. You both can't draw. Quit while you're ahead." Oh my god, dude, look at I'm gonna zoom in here. Look at the teeth.
Dude, your monster is so. I hate to use the E word, you know this, but it's
What?
epic.
Thank you. Thank you.
Your monster. I'm regretting not putting that stupid monster in now.
There's still time. There's still time, my friend. Koi Hybe says, "You guys are doing fantastic. Thank you. And doing my best. Also, Destiny or Koi. Hi.
Koi
Yeah,
High.
hey, I know you, Destiny. Old student of mine. Brilliant. Great artist.
Koi High. I like that name.
Yeah, it's like or Kohai, Kohai.
Kohai.
Dude, I feel like the more I'm looking at our covers, the more I'm feeling like, dude, we just like they belong on a box.
A box.
Kohai. Yes, it's Kohai. Destiny said it's Kohai.
Kohai.
Or Kohai.
Kohai.
All right. So let's. You can tell, like, I don't. Nani?
Nani?
You can tell I don't want to draw this stupid tank.
Yeah, you're avoiding it all.
I'm avoiding the tank. Like, the rest of this
because
is like
it's the worst.
Oh my god, I hate
the
this
worst
tank.
part of your picture.
I'm just trying to be
And you already
inspired.
inked it, so you can't take it back.
No, I like how it's got two boobs coming out of the front. It's horrible. What was I thinking?
I don't know. You made it a real tank instead of a hover tank with wheels.
I'm gonna make it into a polygon tank that belongs on the original PlayStation.
To be fair, Blaster Master Blasting Again is fantastic. It's really good. I don't know if you played it, but it got a lot of flack when it first came out because it's the fundamentals are the same. It's the same gameplay, but it's 3D. And I feel like the controls were really good for the time. Honestly, it handles a lot like Tiny Tank. And you have a lot.
Dude, I was about to say. I remember Tiny Tank.
So you have a lot of mobility in that game. In Blaster Master Blasting Again, because you can use the jet jumps that it's known for. So like this thing right here, if you look at my picture, this is a rocket thing that shoots off and launches the tank up into the air. It's how it jumps, basically, because it's a platformer, right? Well, in Blasting Again, the PlayStation 1 game, you could also use like sidestep jumps. So you could literally like rocket left and right, and you have a lot of maneuverability when you do that. It's really fun game to play.
It does look fun. Kohaibi said, Rocco is the best teacher I ever had, but also one of the greatest artists I ever had. I'm trying not to tear up reading this. Like, absolute honor and great achievement to have been a student. Some of the greatest times of my life were in the classroom. I'll never forget every moment of learning I did.
Nice.
Gotta hold in the feels.
The feels.
No, the feels. The feels.
Nani?
Yep, I'm cool. I'm cool.
I'm cool. I'm good. Good.
she said, "LOL." Insert Aerith song. No. or the love song from Metal Gear Solid 4. Oh my god. Dude, when she dies in part 2, oh my god. I'm gonna be a wreck. I'm like, yeah, I can't come into work today. I need help. I need emotional help.
I thought they were changing it.
Yeah. Oh man. I remember being like, well, I remember because I didn't get to own a PlayStation when it came out. And so like I borrowed a friend's secretly because my mom wouldn't let me borrow a friend's PlayStation to play it.
Yeah. What if it breaks?
Yeah. So like I secretly borrowed it, right? And I'm playing it. And like I got to that part and I just started crying in my room and my mom's like, "What the hell is going on? Why are you crying?" I was like, I don't know. I'm just emotional. I'm a teenager.
I'm just an emotional teenager. It's great.
Kohibi said, listen, he would suddenly play Air's theme mid class and try to get me to cry because I said it's so emotional. I do remember doing terribly mean stuff like that.
I wouldn't even say that it's mean. It's
Oh,
just
it's mean.
it would only be mean if you knew the context, right? Like if you played it for another teacher or something, or like the principal's come and play Aries theme, and be like, "Oh, that sounds nice."
So, speaking of principals, my boss just had a birthday, right? So I was like, well, I'm on my lunch break. I'm going to do something nice. I'm going to draw her, I'm going to draw her a picture, just to have like a show of goodwill. So I drew the picture, and then I realized what I drew after I did it, and I said, oh my God, what have I done? I drew the portal cake and GLaDOS saying happy birthday. I'm thinking, what have I done?
Cake is a lie.
Well, not only that, but like, am I saying that my boss is this murderous supervisor robot? Like,
yes.
no, I don't have a problem with
With
her. I think she's cool.
confidence.
Oh man, just I do things like that where it's like I don't really think about the social things. Hybe said it never failed, but we all laughed every time. LOL. Me and my friend Eunice would vow to never be emotional in class to Arius theme. Dude, I still have your kids, like both you and Eunice's paintings, like hanging in my classroom, like the Aerith painting that she did in watercolor that's still hanging in my classroom. Like, uh, your uh, your painting of me, which we coined Korean pop star me. We'll just say I don't want to say my last name, but yeah, Korean pop star me is still hanging on the wall.
I think you need to post some of those into the
Oh, I'm
into the
gonna put them in the
Discord.
disc. I'm
Yeah.
gonna put them in the Discord. I found the
By the way, we do have a Discord. If you guys have
yes.
artwork that you want to post, um, so the link is in the bottom underneath the video of our
I'll put it
Discord.
in the
Okay,
chat.
cool. Kohabi's in the Discord. Cool.
Yeah. Um, she said unfinished. Korean pop star Rocco unfinished, and she said she's in the Discord. Awesome. I appreciate it.
We like seeing stuff. It's fun. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not an
it gives us.
expert at all. I like to see fun things that people come up with.
Yeah, I love the idea of like people joining us every week, like doing their iterations of things that we
Yeah, I
draw.
would love to like get to a
Yeah.
point
Oh my god.
where we have like it's not just us two, and we can have
Yeah.
like other people being like, "Hey, this is what I drew while you guys were drawing your thing," and then post it in our Discord. I want to get to that point.
The Incapacito says popping in looks good. Dude, we are redoing the cover to the original Blaster Master.
You should show them the cover.
Yeah. So
Show them
this
the
is the
cover right
original
quick.
cover. Yeah, this is the original cover. All right. And then this is like, let me see if I can zoom out here. Of course, I had to do it on 11 by 17 Bristol. Kohibe said, I'll totally post some art in there. My name on the Discord's Kohai too. Awesome. Yeah. So you can see Travo's and then you can see mine. I've played the game for about 30 minutes, so there's a lot I have inaccurate.
Honestly, it's mostly just your ray gun and the well, which
The
really it's
bomber
up to
jacket.
interpretation. It's up to interpretation, really. But the tank is your worst, but your monster is like the best.
Yeah, my terrible. I don't even know what this is, tank. I'm gonna try to make the tank look cool.
I mean, it looks like a tank. It just doesn't look like a Blaster Master tank.
Maybe I'll put some like sci-fi panels on there. This is my cop out right here. You can always tell, like, I don't know what to put when I like split it up and like put the little shielding and then the bolts on it for details. That's my cop out move. Don't be calling me out in the future.
Called out.
Take
Man,
your shoes.
my paper is really leaning up to put some stuff.
What are you doing to the paper? Is it like
it's curling like inward. I'm guessing because I've been pressing so hard coloring, but
you gotta relax when you color, man.
no, that's how I get the really nice dark colors. Don't even do it justice on this camera, I'm telling you. Let me see.
Same here. Like my drawing would be totally better if I had a camera.
We gotta get you a camera.
Kohibi says me with Prismacolor pencils. Oh man, I have spent so much money on Prismacolor. Like I just refuse to do it. However, I have, as you could tell, taken the dive for these Copic pens, and they are totally worth it.
So Copic, much pen.
Oh, they're beautiful. They glide on the paper.
Kohabi says, I refuse to use anything other than prismatic color pencils. Love Copic and Micron.
Micron, it's Micron. So I was definitely the Japanese Micron all the way. My problem is with the Microns, it's like you would do 3 drawings and then you would like run out of ink in the Microns, and then you'd have to go and spend another $20. And so far, like I've done like 4 or 5 drawings with these things, and there's no sign of them running out. And yeah, they're like $4 or $5 more, but like I think for because I don't have to go to the store and I don't have to like look at a Michaels employee again in the face and have them go, "Oh God, you're here again," and then me go, "Yeah, let me get that teacher discount." Because I don't have to do that again. I'm happier.
Good old Michaels.
Yeah, well, it's all we got around here now. We used to have AC Moore, but that got shut down. And yeah. Now we have his Michaels. Although I heard in Dover they opened a Hobby Lobby.
Oh, that's not so bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't live there anymore, though. Long gone. Let's see. Yep, the old Dover Acme is Hobby Lobby. What? What happened to Acme? I love that grocery store. Man. It was a cool grocery store. Dover is 40 minutes away from me, so I don't go much. Yeah, I mean it's like 40 or 50 minutes away from me too, so I don't really get to go too often. I think where I live, Salisbury's probably closer. Let me tell you, the steak is terrible there. Move to Ellendale. Oh man. Ellendale. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell you something about Ellendale. I've got some family that lives in Ellendale. It's a nice place, nice and quiet. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Yes, yes. I will agree. It definitely is a whole lot of nothing in Ellendale. And it's like farms, and that is it.
That's no good.
I like farms. I mean,
No, if it's the only thing.
except a Royal Farms. That is true. There is a Royal Farms there. That is like the town center. When I was younger, I was definitely like more of a city guy, and then I moved to the city of Tampa, and I instantly became like, I want to go back and live in the country.
Yeah, I could see that. 100%.
Tampa does things to you
Tampa does
that
things to a lot of people.
I'm down the road from it. Yet, my family's land is down the road from it as well. Um, yeah, like my family owns like many acres back there that I will never get. It will never be left to me.
How do you know?
Because my dad already sold it.
Oh, well, yeah, that'll do it then.
He sold it to my aunt. So I'll never get that. Hybe says if I could move to a city, I would live closest to Otacon. You don't really want to move to DC. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Must be cautious.
Dude, yeah, it's awful. That's all I can say about that. It is awful.
She said, no, I hate DC, but Otacon. Yeah, yeah. And I think it's probably going to get canceled this year again, sadly. I'm trying to find another anime convention. Like, well, I shouldn't say I should say me and the boys. We're trying to find another anime convention to go to. Because I have a feeling it's going to be canceled. There's no way it's going to, not with COVID and all that.
Not with COVID.
And I I would definitely
Always
have to
have
quarantine myself.
so many pencil eraser all over my desk when we do this. So
Dude,
much.
you better. It's life now. Hybe says, me too. They're going to shut down Otacon this year permanently if they don't get donations from losing money from COVID. Here's what I say to that. I would not donate $1 to them.
Yeah, that's bullshit. They make so much money off of vendors. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Don't get donations. So, like, here's how cons work if you don't know. Basically, let's say I own the Capitol. I own the building, okay? Well, it costs me nothing to own this building. I already own it. I've already paid, bought many times over. I own this building. Well, I'm going to rent out spaces for literal thousands of dollars to vendors. I know because I have a buddy that does vendors at these cons.
Mutual friend, definitely.
So he typically gets charged around $3,000 for his booth. Sometimes more, depending on if he wants a bigger booth. He's one guy. Imagine all the booths in the cellar part. What do they call it? The vendor room or the sales room? I don't remember what they call it, but because when I go help him, it's the only room I go to. So the point is there are dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of these rooms, and they make hand over fist money renting those tiny spaces out to the vendors. So and you got to think there's food vendors there as well that occupy like the outer ring. There's all the like people hawking their merchandise on the inner side. People are walking through there constantly. So like it's a huge money sink for the people trying to sell their goods, but the people that own the building where the con is going to be held make tons of money. So, in essence, these past year and a half, cons have been canceled, which means the people that own these buildings aren't making the money that they were before because no one's renting out their booth space. So, they are, like I said, they already own these buildings, paid for more than once over, but for the sheer amount of people that rent these spaces out. So my point is rich people just ain't getting more rich this year from their one avenue. Don't donate money. Do not feel
The
bad
point
for people that own con buildings.
the point I would make is, since Otacon, like I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, Otacon like transferred owners or went under new management, and like there has been a lot of rumors of like misappropriation of funds, and like it, and Co, I know you've been going for probably as long as I have, to a lot of these cons. I don't know if you noticed, but like the way things are, it's kind of been taking a downturn with like events and things happening, and I think a lot of people have been kind of like Travo said, like collecting the money on top and really not putting it back into the con. And like he said, there is no reason, with it being the largest anime convention on the East Coast, like no reason for them to not have enough money to miss a year or two.
Yeah.
Like yeah. I'm sorry. You should have really had like a backup plan or a savings. Like if I can have a savings, so can they.
Someone who makes literal hundreds of thousands of dollars every con weekend.
I would say millions. I mean, you got to
Eh,
think every ticket is $80. Like you've got vendor spaces that they're renting out for
Yeah, that's a
that.
good point. You got to pay like I never
Um,
we had to pay for our vendor passes too. So like if you're selling stuff, not only do you have to pay for the booth, you also have to pay for a pass to get into your own booth.
yeah.
Which I never had to do.
So,
My buddy paid for mine always, so I forgot it existed.
but granted, there was marketing and things that they had to pay for, employees, which are very expensive. But there's a lot of people collecting money on the top there that it just doesn't add up.
The guy
It
the
really
guy that
doesn't.
owns the building basically.
Well, not even the guy that owns the building. I mean, Otacon is, it happens at a convention center. So, like, the state owns the convention center. I'm pretty sure. Um, and
And
they
the
they
the
rent out.
state wants you to pay more taxes if that's the case. That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, Otacon is a separate company, so they rent out that space, and they pay for that space with tickets and merchandise and all that stuff. I just don't think they're out of funds like that. And even if they do go out, like something else is going to take its place, I'm sure. But Kohibi said, yeah, same. They get like 30K people a year. Yeah, they have 30,000 people that show up to this convention. It is crazy so much money people spend. It makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I think of myself. I usually spend, not including the hotel room, probably $500 or $600 in dumb anime stuff. That when I get home, I'm like, why did I spend this money? Kohibi said there's always like Katsucon. Um,
Okay, so let's assume 30,000 people. Um, $80 a
I'd
ticket.
give it a try.
That's $2.4 million.
Yeah, that's just in tickets.
That's just in tickets. That's not
Uh,
including what vendors pay for. That's not anything. And granted, they hire employees, but I'm very aware of how much those employees make. They make $10 an hour, all of them. The security people,
Minimum wage.
yeah, the security people, the people that sell you food, the all the things involving a con employee that's not part of the seller room, which would be considered like private. Um, they make $10 an hour. Period.
Or a lot of them work on volunteer status. That's another thing that I've seen, like a lot of kids. She said, "Yep," and I want that asuna bag. I still have it. Asuna-chan. Yeah, I still have that bag. I remember taking my new job and like wearing that bag into work, and all these like grown-up teachers like looking at me like, "Oh God." So Ivy says, "Waifu."
Waifu.
Yeah, I'm still like that. I still get the like, "Oh God, just stay away from the art room." I'm sure my new principal's like, "What am I dealing with?" Yeah, I was wearing that asana bag for quite a while to work, and then I went back to my Trogdor bag. Um, and then
Have
I
you
don't know.
finished SAO, Rocco?
Sword Art Online. So I finished season 1 and 2. I tried to watch season 3, but um it felt like season 3 felt like Jurassic Park 3, where it was like, oh, I forgot my watch. I got to go back to the park. Like, I was like, no, he got his girlfriend out. They're good. You would not go back. And Mad Mike said, sure is. And he's referencing how weird I probably seem at work. He's a workmate of mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, cool workmate. He's one of what I would like to call the Knights of Seaford.
The Knights of Seaford. That's good.
Yeah, I did an illustration with him and a couple of workmates that I really appreciate.
Boybase says I finished it, then watching Fire Force now.
What is Fire Force?
I don't know. Boybase, tell us what Fire Force is. I guess I'll Google it while you type out. Fire Force. It's a good anime. Watch it in all caps.
No, now that is the kid I remember.
Oh, they're firefighters, right? They're dressed up like
What?
firefighters. I would assume they are. This kid's got hot
Oh,
feet.
oh, thank goodness! This guy, he's got a plan for me. We could become famous. This is like the third time this
Oh my
guy's offered.
god, I knew
We
it.
should go
I
for
knew I
it.
could be famous.
Ko says, yeah, but yeah, they are. But listen, it's so fun. I, I'd give it a go. I'd give it a go. Considering I watched an anime about baking bread, and
This
I
guy's
loved
got
it.
a snowboard. Is there fire in
Actually,
snow? Fire rescue in snow?
I'm sure in the Arctic.
I'm looking at like I think these are manga book covers.
You couldn't have said that any like whiter.
Manga book.
Are
Double
these
redundancy. It's like when
the
people
manga book
say
covers?
CVT transmission. When they really just need to say either CVT or CV transmission. It's not a CVT it's not a CV transmission. But I do that all the time. I know it's wrong and I do it all the time.
It's a good manga cover.
Manga.
Koyabi says it's actually so intense. I remember Rocco introduced me to Detroit Metal City. Yes, one of my favorite animes ever. Oh God, I love it.
This
It's
kid's got
still good.
lightsabers. Like, what are they doing with lightsabers? I thought they were firefighters.
Noble weapon.
And why is this chick naked? She's gonna get burned.
Because it's an anime.
I guess so. This is a really cool toy, though. It's out of stock, and it was $130 when it was new, apparently. Like,
Toy?
damn. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna download this. Save as. Yes. Oh wait, it's not downloading the picture. Stand by.
One with the lightsaber is named Arthur, and he's OP and stupid. Fire Force, they're firefighters, but they've got cool fire powers too. Is it? Well, it's probably not a kid-friendly show. I'll have to wait
I
till
would
I'm.
argue that the picture I'm about to post is very kid friendly.
Where are you posting it? Discord?
No, I'm gonna put it in the stream. Like, damn, look at this. This is a toy right here.
My favorite character from Fire Force is Ben Amaro. He's so awesome. Tamaki.
Is that who this is? This toy?
Apparently.
I have no idea. I was just like, yo, she gonna get burned.
Yes. Well, she's dressed for the beach.
But there's no fire on the beach. And why are there's pictures of a dude with a snowboard?
Let's not try to apply logic to anime. I've had this conversation many times with Greg.
But a snowboard. Where would fire catch? On the side of a snowy mountain.
I bet you watch that show for a week and we'll be talking about it every stream for the next 7 weeks.
Okay, I'll give it a shot.
I'm gonna watch it.
Convince me.
Watch it. Yeah. We're gonna probably be singing the theme song next stream while playing Phantasy Star.
Oh god, I've totally fucked up my my stream.
Great job. Great job.
The wrong thing. Perfect.
Kohibi said, I'm not even going to explain her lack of clothing because you have to watch to understand. I'm going to say to that, is it like Metal Gear Solid 5 where Kojima said we would feel bad for Quiet?
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, that's what it looked like. I don't know if you saw it.
Yeah,
that's totally what it looked like.
Kohibi said it's nothing.
She breathes through her skin.
But it's funny. Yeah. My favorite is the memes of like them replacing her model with a revolver ocelot in the shower. Oh man, I would just lose it because he's there like fully clothed, just like moving around really awkwardly. And all I can think of is like
bit of harmless
lines.
TNA.
All I can think of is like lines from the original Metal Gear Solid, like "I love to reload during a fight," stuff like that. Where you're a kid, you're playing, and you're like, "This is so intense," and then you like look at this character model when you're in your 30s, and you go, "Oh God, what have they done?"
I love to reload during a fight. It's so exhilarating.
Yeah. The Cult Single Action Army. The greatest gun ever made. I got a friend who has a Colt, and it is like the revolver one, and is the coolest gun I've ever seen. Kohibi says, well, it's Mauricio. She is clumsy, and she could get looked at by someone and her clothes instantly somehow fall off. She's still covered, and it is more for comedy. That's cool. I got no problem with that. I mean, if you've seen it once in anime, you've seen it 1,000 times. Stuff doesn't bother me.
Kobe says she had a little story of wanting to be a better fire soldier and how she got bullied for her clothes falling off. Like you do.
Yeah, that sounds really sad. That sounds very sad. Oh man. She will fight fire and then they come off and it's like, huh? And then LOL.
And then LOL. I like that. I'm gonna start saying
Yeah.
that instead of laughing. And then LOL.
I know I couldn't say that any older, could I? I've been hanging out with my mom too much.
I had such a good time, and then LOL.
I remember the funny short words we used to put in text messages. And I remember paying per text message. My mother yelling at me saying, "Don't you text. That's 30 cents every time you do it."
So true though.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very true. I think I'm ready to erase. Let's see where this is at and where I could add more texture. This is the most satisfying part is the erasing. Because then you just have these like crazy clean lines left over if you do a really good job, which it doesn't look like I did.
Kohabi says, okay, I gotta finish these Genshin Impact Twitch panels I'm working on for a commission. But have fun, guys. Let me know what you think of Fire Force. I'll be back in Discord for the next stream and Instagram. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for following. And it's always good to hear from you, kid.
Man, working on commissions.
Dude, she's good, man. She is good. I made this video when I was leaving the job, and I had said in the video, like, as an art teacher, it's tough to leave because sometimes you get students that are so good they're better than you. And she is definitely one of those kids.
It would be hard, right?
What?
Oh,
to
hard.
coach a kid like that?
Yeah, like what do you say?
Well, you got to be objective about their art. She said, "Shh, don't flatter me."
You're supposed to be gone already.
Yeah, you're supposed to be gone. We're talking about you. Why isn't that viewer number dropped? Yeah, you just got to be objective when you're like grading them or giving them criticism or feedback, which can be very tough. And I heard other art instructors say it best. You don't have to be good at art to be a good art teacher. While it helps, like you can still like teach technique and not be able to make a good piece of art, and you can still criticize work effectively and not be able to make a good piece of art. So
you
that's
can
how
be
I
a
got
really
by.
good hypocrite.
Yeah. That's how I got by. I get by every day. Now, I try to live by the whole like if I'm teaching it, I need to be doing it. I want to be legitimate.
Quite happy still hanging around. Haven't left yet. Said, oh, Rocco, if you have Instagram, which we do, I
Mm.
do post all of my newer arts in case you get curious about them, just because I'm happy to have learned so much from you. Put all the knowledge to use.
I am flattered, kid. Man, I am so flattered. I do have an Instagram. It's just my first and last name together. So yeah, feel free to follow me. I will look for you on there, and maybe I'll get lucky and find you. Or you can just send me a message over Discord.
That works too.
Yeah, that works too.
Rocco, that looks really good.
Thanks, man.
It looks really, really good. Like your monster, like really ties it all in.
Thanks. I tried to make up for the lame tank with
Well,
texture.
it kind of works actually.
Yep, I'm telling you, those panels and copping out, these panels works every time.
Yeah.
Said, okay, I do have to go, but also I 3D model game characters too now. What? Hello, okay, bye, enjoy.
Gonna be making statues before you know it.
Oh my god, dude.
Be on Sideshow.
Dude, I'll order the first one that she ends up doing.
Limited run. 500 copies.
See, it's stuff like that, which is why I still teach, man.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Dude, I am flattered. All right, so let me see if I can zoom out.
See, I tried to make mine like just slightly larger than an NES box, and you're like, I got this giant piece of paper to fill.
I'm gonna utilize the space. So what do you think?
I think it looks great. It looks really, really good.
I think both of them look good.
You could easily like start drawing like Cthulhu monsters. That could just be your thing that you do, because these really
monsters
good.
and monsters and robots are always my thing. I love doing them. I did not add color this time, and for that I apologize for anyone watching.
No, but it's so detailed though. Damn.
I didn't even add like super darks like this. Like I was supposed to add them to here, but I mean it's getting late.
Oh yeah. We have been going for like 2 hours 40 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That's a long time for us. Kinda.
Yeah, but when you're doing art, like, and it's a
It
lot of
just keeps
fun. It's
going.
hard to stop. Hard to stop.
I know.
You know, but I think what do you think? Looking at the original cover for Blaster Master, I think we've improved upon it, both of us, in this art journey.
Dude, like I was like making fun of your guy for a while, because he looks like a guy.
Mm-hmm.
But like your monster, I didn't know you were gonna draw the monster, and it like really ties the picture in. I thought you were just gonna draw a shitty like not Blaster Master tank, and then this dude from the 50s. But
Well,
damn, it looks so good.
one of the tricks is triangles. Like that's something I've picked up from like doing layouts and stuff. Is if you have a triangle of things going on, it tends to flow better. Triangles with color, any kind of like visual balance, like keep it in triangles, and that's the way to go. Yeah, I
Well,
like that.
it's kind of what you did with your lightning drawing that you hated, because you had like the head behind it. It was like the third thing, right?
Yeah,
It just works.
I like that yours tells the story of the game better. And I like that the letters go behind the land, and I'm that tank, now that I look at it, is way more accurate than the tank I drew.
Yeah. Yeah, I was literally just going I found a picture of the NES in-game vehicle and that was my interpretation of it.
Gotcha.
Like
And I
that's what it
the
looks like in
sheen,
the game.
the
But,
sheen on the
not
helmet,
pixeled.
the sheen on the helmet, man.
That's the
It is
best
on
part.
point.
The
It is
sheen.
on point.
Oh,
I
I
love
had
the
to make
sheen.
him incognito, like mysterious.
Gotcha. So I would say if you haven't followed us yet, please follow us. Later on this week on Thursday, let me bring this in. We're gonna be playing Fantasy Star Online. Maybe Pat will be joining us. Who knows? Travis will still be poor and he won't be able to afford anything. But we would love for you to join us Thursday at 8. Um, and even play with us. So
Yeah,
the
yeah, we
fourth little
welcome.
shadow character here
Yeah, we don't know.
is you.
I'm at the top, Rocco's at the bottom, our friend Pat's on the left. We don't know. We don't have a fourth person um, permanently yet to join us every stream. So if you're into fantasy, like old ass Fantasy Star, the what is the server that we play on?
Ephinia.
Affinia with an
Yeah.
E, right?
Mm-hmm. And yeah,
EPHINEA.
yeah.
Yeah, Affinia.
That's yeah.
I see why nobody plays the mage now. It's too expensive. Like literally
It's
every
too
time we go back,
expensive.
like it costs me 12 grand, 13 grand every time we
There's
go
a
back.
way. There's a way to manage your money,
Yeah,
but
don't guess spells.
there is a way. Um, but yeah, I had a fun time today,
Yeah.
and I appreciate all those that watched and all those that follow and keep watching us. We'll be back next week. We're going to change up the day that we're going to be doing this on. We're going to be doing this on Tuesday instead, and we'll probably start at like 8 or 9 on Tuesday. Travo and I have to discuss
East.
that. Yeah, yeah, Eastern Standard Time, of course, for me at least. Yeah, and come join us on our Discord, and if anyone has a suggestion for us to draw next week, feel free to throw it in.
Yeah, because right
Uh,
now we're just kind of making up a suggestion back and forth between the two of us every week.
yeah,
So feel free to come up with something.
yeah. So thanks, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Have a great night.